Before we look at common symbols used in GD&T, in this video we first establish where they go and the conventions around this. We will be looking at establishing datums, what a frame is and how it is used, and how we use the frame position to show if the control in the frame relates to a surface or a dimension. Here we can see a three-dimensional model. Only the lengths have been dimensioned, as in this drawing these are the only areas controlled by the datum. That is, these datums control dimensions only, and are not related to any surface. As the model is three-dimensional, there are three datums. In each plane there is a datum and all measurements are taken from one of the marked datums. Not all drawings or planes of a drawing require a datum. The datum is there when the designer or drawing author wishes to ensure a set of measurements or surface is controlled. This is mostly for quality and repeatability purposes. Where a datum exists, all measurements should always be referenced to, or made from the specified surface, plane or point it indicates. This drawing shows us four different types of datum. Each has the purpose of specifying where measurements and dimensions should be derived from, but each differs slightly. A is perhaps most commonly used and specifies a plane for which the dimensions should be taken from. Note, on the drawing there are two A's. This is because the datum may be added directly to the plane, or to the measurement extension line of that plane. B is a target or point datum, and specifies an exact point to be used. C is a little different and does not use the triangle, but a leader line. This is used where a surface is to be the datum. D has the datum on the edge of a cylinder, which makes things a little different. In this instance, the datum is not the surface of the cylinder, not a plane where it touches, but it is the axis of the cylinder that becomes the datum. When a datum is placed off a control frame, which we shall be looking at in a moment, and that frame is related to a surface, then the datum is geometrically controlled. A control frame, sometimes just referred to as a frame, exists to put a set of information together. This information will be regarding a feature of the part. Frames can be very simple as shown at the top of the picture. This frame simply has a symbol, in this case meaning run out, and a number which here is 0.2. This is telling us the runout allowed is a maximum of 0.2. The second frame has a little more. The symbol for flatness is also followed by the number 0.2, but this time it has a datum reference. The last control frame contains a lot more information. This time the position symbol is shown, followed by the diameter symbol, telling us this control is regarding a diameter. We again have the allowed size and the mem inside of a circle. This tells us the maximum material condition applies. All this is then referenced to three datums, A, B, and C. In later videos we will discuss what the symbols mean, but for now how to lay out a frame is the important factor. This is a full control frame. Not all of this information is always used. Most commonly the frame has a leader to the part being controlled, the symbol showing the control type, the measurement of control and a datum reference. However, let's look at all of the parts shown here. 1. This is the line leader pointing the frame to the feature being controlled. 2. This first box always contains the symbol designating the type of control. 3. This is only used where the control relates to a diameter. 4. This is always present and is the tolerance to be applied to the controlled feature. 5. This position is for feature modifiers, such as continuous feature or statistical tolerance. This is not always necessary and is only used where the modifiers apply. 6. This is the main datum to be used. In the primary position it is considered the most important datum. 7. This is the secondary datum to be used and is the next most important. 8. This is the final datum to be used and is of the least important of the datums. The datums do not have to appear in alphanumerical order, and are placed in order of most to least important. Now that we have seen how datums and control frames are used, we can move on and look at the control symbols used in each frame, as well as those that do not use frames in the later videos.